Hey, this is Daniel Norton. I'm here in my studio in New York City, and I'm gonna make some kind of fashiony portraits of Larena today, but I got a question from James Ryder. He had written me about a video we did a while back, episode 128. We did kind of a beauty shot, and I had thrown some colored gels in the background, just kind of as the background, kind of glossed over it because that wasn't the main point of the video, but he had asked to go in more detail. So, James, there you go. So this is essentially the same setup, different gels though. And what I have is what's called a cookie, and I made this one. You can buy them. It's essentially a piece of foam core board, black foam core, and it's cut with various oddball shapes. And what you do with this thing is you throw light through it. It throws patterns on the background, right? So all I really did was I just took a series of gels, and I have this particular set I got from Rosco, the photo lighting kit. Rosco's got lots of these kits. It's a good way to get gels if you're just starting and you don't really know what to get. It doesn't come with that cool mask though, but anyways, you get a bunch of gels with it. So I put the gels that I like. Obviously you want to think about who you're shooting, what the vibe you want to be, what you want it to look like. So I chose these particular colors, and what I did was I just taped them, and I made sure I also overlapped. I didn't take the time to cut out each little piece of gel and put it over the holes. I just kind of laid it across. I don't want to waste my gels. They kind of lay over, make sure that your colors blend together. It looks kind of nice. And if right now, because of static electricity, they're just kind of staying here with a little bit of tape, but if they start flopping on you, you can always tape them. Just make sure you tape them together in between the cookie part so you don't see the lines from it. And what this is going to create is colored on the background, but it's going to be kind of almost like a stained glass window. So it's a cool, fun effect, and you can get a lot of different looks from this, and depending on how far away or how close you put the light to it, it'll really change how sharp the lines are too. So play around with that, pretty easy technique. So let's make some shots of Larena though. So, hey Larena. She's hanging out here. So basically I've got Larena here, really simple. She's got a cool red shirt on. We decided with the colors that I'm using, of course, the pinks and the blues and stuff. And I'm just lighting with a softbox. Now what's important here is, this is the OCF 2 foot by 3 foot with the, it's got a recessed front. I'm shooting from the side here because I don't want my light from my softbox to hit my background. If it does, it will absorb some of the color. It'll kill some of the saturation. And we talked about that a few videos back about color saturation in gels. So if you can't do this, then make sure you have enough distance. If you want to put the light in the middle, make sure that it's not hitting the background. That's key. This is just a Profoto B1X, and over here I just have another piece of foam card just bouncing in so we don't lose her. I've got my Hasselblad here, the X1D, and I am tethered into Focus, which is their software. And I'm going to set it up. So I should be good as far as exposure-wise. Let me actually show you the two different. First of all, no flash at all. Should give you more or less a black frame, ideally, right? This frame right here means that none of my light's affecting the shot. I mean, because of the dynamic range of this camera, you probably can see a little frame of her, but it's not so bad. Then over here, I can go in and I'll just shoot. Let me just do the background for you guys. Turn off this light. Okay, so I'm just going to shoot with the one light. I could have done that from the controller too, but I didn't remember which number it was actually, that's why. So this is going to be like almost a silhouette, right? Which is also kind of cool, right? She's got this funky background going on, silhouette. You have a nice silhouette. That's a good side for you.
Oh, thank
yeah.
you.
So she's lit up like that. Softbox now is going to come in. And essentially we're lighting her from the front. It's going to showcase her cheekbones and stuff. Perfect, here we go. Good. So I'm shooting, again, I'm in focus here. I'm creating some nice drama here on her with the side light here. She's got nice cheekbones, so it works, and I'm picking up the detail back here because I've got the reflective card brought in. Just a really simple, and again, just playing with the colors in the background. You could also go back in time to like 1980 and buy this exact background as fabric. I'm pretty sure somebody has it as their high school picture, but it's kind of fun, right? Nice. So I'm using the 90mm lens here. I'm shooting at f8 at 250th of a second, and just creating a variety of poses. Remember, keeping in mind her silhouette and just the fun light behind her. So really simple, I think, technique, right? You can get all kinds of different looks this way. And you don't have to put a million different colors. We could have just put all blues on the top and pinks on the bottom, and you really can play around with this and get a lot of different looks from this. So you can follow Larena on social media. We'll put the links in the description. Be sure to follow me on Daniel Norton Photographer on Facebook and YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to Adorama TV, and I'll see you next time on set.